Capital budgeting, making the decision, following up, and taking corrective action. Learning Module 7, Lecture LM7d. There are two situations that a tourism business may find itself when considering the viability of a capital budgeting project, and more specifically, several capital budgeting projects at the same time. One of these situations is when investments are mutually exclusive. This occurs when the acceptance of one project precludes the acceptance of one or more other projects. In this case, the tourism business selects the projects with the highest value to the business based on the capital budgeting evaluation technique that was used. All other projects are eliminated, even though they may have also been deemed acceptable within the context of the capital budgeting evaluation technique. The second of these situations is when investments are non-mutually exclusive. That is, the selection of one capital budgeting alternative does not preclude the selection of others. This is often the case when there is a limiting or constraining dollar amount available for capital projects. However, the business may not be limited to only one project. The table below provides 5 potential capital budgeting projects that a tourism business might have as options to consider. The tourism business, in this case a ski-in bed and breakfast company located in Steamboat Springs, Colorado, is considering either opening up a new location at other resorts and/or engaging in expansions at its existing location in Steamboat Springs. The table presents the initial investment in each project, the present value of cash flows, the net present value of each project, and each project's profitability index. The last column is a ranking of each project based on the net present value and the profitability index. The 2 examples provided will illustrate the decision process for situations for which the projects are mutually exclusive and non-mutually exclusive. On the left is an example where the projects are mutually exclusive. In this case, only one project will be undertaken. That is, the selection of one project precludes doing any of the others. In this case, the decision is relatively easy. First, notice that an expansion of bedroom facilities shows a net present value of negative $2,000 and a profitability index of 0.95, both indicators of an unacceptable project. Of the remaining projects, opening a new location in Aspen provides the bed and breakfast with the highest net present value of $50,000 and a profitability index of 1.50. So in this case, when the business is going to undertake only one project, it will select opening a new location in Aspen and thereby not engaging in any of the other projects, even the ones that also have a positive net present value and a profitability index greater than 1. Now consider a situation where the projects are not mutually exclusive. The same bed and breakfast has decided that it has $250,000 available to engage in a variety of capital projects. It recognizes that it may in fact be able to open new bed and breakfasts in several locations and/or conduct a variety of expansions of current facilities. The bed and breakfast could use the same table for this decision. Again, the first thing to notice is that the expansion of bedroom facilities is an unacceptable project in any case. The bed and breakfast, with $250,000 available for capital projects, would begin with the most profitable project, opening a new location in Aspen. Costing $100,000, this leaves the business with $150,000 to consider additional capital projects. Opening a new location in Park City, Utah is within the business's affordability and is actually the second-ranked capital project. Therefore, the bed and breakfast company would also open a new location there. This leaves the business with $80,000 for capital projects. Although the third most profitable capital project is opening a location in Vail, Colorado, this project has an initial investment of $110,000. so the company cannot afford this project. However, the fourth-ranked project, expanding kitchen facilities in its current location, has a positive net present value of $13,000 and a profitability index of 1.22. Furthermore, its initial investment is $60,000, so the company can also do this project and have $20,000 remaining to invest or utilize in some other way. This process is called capital rationing, which is defined as the process of selecting that mix of acceptable projects that provides the highest overall net present value for a business, particularly when there is a constraint or a limitation on the funds available for capital projects. Following up is the fourth step in the capital budgeting process and involves monitoring and controlling the actual cash flows that the capital project generates. That is, what are the actual benefits of the project, and are they consistent with or better than those estimated earlier in the process? Monitoring is an important aspect of this phase of the capital budgeting process, and it is done through conducting what is called a post-audit, examining the outcomes that have already occurred and comparing them with the original financial objectives of the project by setting up a project budget of cash outflows and inflows. What we are doing is controlling the capital budget project. Controlling is a three-step process. First, we establish standards for measuring a project. These are the original estimates of expected costs and benefits of the project. Second, we measure actual performance against the standards. This involves comparing the actual costs and benefits, or cash flows, against the standards set in Step 1. This takes us into the final step of the capital budgeting process. This is taking corrective action, if required. Taking corrective action involves identifying areas within the project budget in which you can cut costs, increase cash flows, or both. This ends Lecture LM7d on making a decision, following up, and taking corrective action.